The one and only John Murdy has tweeted some updates about Halloween Horror Nights happening over in Hollywood, and oh my god, there's so much information in those tweets to break down. So let's firstly start off with locations. John Murdy tweeted out, quick little HHN 2023 Hollywood update. Working on the treatment for house number 6. Right now, and construction start for house number 1. So reading that, first off, we have confirmed, so far confirmed that there are 6 houses. I know last year we had 7 houses for Hollywood, but right now it's confirmed that we at least have 6 houses. And one of those locations was revealed in a tweet a little bit. We'll get to that in a second. We are also working on some specialty art pieces a la Bride of Frank with our illustrator. That's looking amazing. More than one house gets these this year. Now, I'm gonna leave that up to you guys to kind of give me some ideas of what you think that would mean down in the comment section, because I'm kind of new to this Hollywood thing. Maybe Holidays in Hell or something kind of like that. And shout out to everyone that tweets John Murdy and asks him questions, and he typically gives us answers, although they're kind of cryptic or one-word responses, but it's still better than what we get in Orlando, because meanwhile, in Orlando, this is kind of how it's going. Are there going to be any new maze locations or still the same as last year? John Murdy responded, perhaps. So that could be a clue. We could have a brand new location never used before, but we do have one confirmed, and let's talk about that one. Someone asked John Murdy, Curious George, in which his response was, yeah, that's first up. So if you remember last year, Curious George was the big parking lot area that had Halloween and Scarecrow the Reaping, which they put 2 mazes there. That's normally how they do things there. I definitely could see us having 2 mazes there. There we go, confirmed so far. First up, construction is starting on Curious George parking lot. And with that all being said, let's move on to the most important part of Halloween Horror Nights, is the houses, the mazes. Well, sorry Hollywood folks, the mazes. I won't say houses, sorry. So the mazes, there's some details in here, and you really gotta read between the lines with John Murdy. Obviously, he's great at delivering some of these clues, but I think there's some interesting things that we're gonna find when we go through the tweets here. Brandon tweeted, between house number 1 through 6, which are you most excited for us fans to see? Which his response was, I can't remember which is which now, but they all have exiting aspects to them. Huge special effects challenge this year with Chucky alone. So if we're gonna break that down, so all the houses have some kind of exiting aspect, whether it's going to be a big mechanical thing, a big effect, a big, I don't know, like a big exiting scene, maybe like Alien versus Predator. Are we going to get some kind of big mega-sized doll? And he says huge special effects challenge this year with Chucky alone, which could mean, how do you do the dolls? Like, is there going to be the final scene is going to be multiple Chuckies all moving their heads? I mean, how do you do that kind of effect? Is it going to be some kind of projection? And speaking on the Chucky special effects, someone HHN and stuff asked, I really wonder how the Chuckies will work. My guess is they're going to be hand puppets in hidden scares and boo boxes. Now, this is very interesting. So John Murdy said, no, have something else I'm working on, little science project. So could be some kind of some animatronics maybe for Chucky, or how they're gonna do that. I really thought when they first announced Chucky, and we've had Chucky houses in the past, and I thought they were done pretty well, but how do you do Chucky's size and make it scary and not just have it be a person in a costume? Puppets would have been my other idea of how they're going to do this. So it wasn't confirmed nor not confirmed that the password of effect will be coming back this year. Someone did ask Murdy about that, and his response was, I don't know if it's coming back. It's still a high touch thing. I would have loved to experience this last year, being my first Halloween Horror Nights over in Hollywood, but there you go. It could come back, it could not. And one of the biggest tweets that he did, which I'm still baffled by this one and trying to figure it out. So this week I decided to do a revision to a house I already written. The change was to flip a male character to female. Why? It's my daughter's Izzy's 10th birthday tomorrow, and it got me thinking, why did I write this to be Mel? Didn't have a good reason, so I changed it. This could be referring to classic monsters. It could be referring to possibly that Evil Dead that was supposed to come, and maybe he written it in the past, you know, with them doing Evil Dead before. Could it be a nod to Megan with Blumhouse? Maybe. I would love to know what are your guesses. Leave them down in the comment section on this one, because I'm clueless on this one. So while we did talk about some of Murdy's tweets, I did already do a video about Blumhouse coming to Halloween Horror Nights. Check out that one to find all the details on maybe what might be coming this year.